Clocks on the Motor City Music Cafe with Mary Contrary. And speaking of the wall clocks, we have on the line right now Jonathan Mazzei of the Wall Clocks. How you doing tonight, Jonathan?
I'm doing alright, man. How about yourself?
We're all doing good. We've been looking forward to this interview. I know you got a special event coming up this Saturday night, don't you? You want to tell us about it?
Absolutely, yeah. We as the Wall Clocks are playing our 100th ever show at Alvin's in Detroit, which is on Cass Avenue by the Wayne State campus. We're doing that this Saturday, which is September 25th, and the night starts around 10 p.m. And it's also with another local band called the Satin Peaches are also on the list.
All right, that sounds good. And I've been down to Alvin's. It's a great venue to hear some great rock and everything like that. How long has the Wall Clocks been playing together?
We've been going about 3 years, I think, and well, like we were saying, done around almost 100 shows now. So it's been a good while.
Yeah, I know you guys have been on TV on the local station here, and you played the Hard Rock Cafe down in Detroit. You also had a concert or something you did in Chicago a while back, didn't you?
That's right, yeah. We did that for the what was called the International Pop Overthrow Festival. They kind of tour the country and get some of the better bands from all the different cities, and they came through Detroit. And the guy putting it together liked us and asked us if we would go and do it in Chicago too, so we went down and played the Abbey down there, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I saw the YouTube presentation of that, and as always, you guys were rocking the place.
Well, thank you.
Now, how did all the band members get together? I know you and John are related and that, and how did the other ones get together?
Well, Joe, the guitar player, I've known since we were both 3 years old. We've been lifelong friends, and we're family friends and everything. And we sort of played, we played in a couple different bands. We started out in a cover band together, playing other people's songs. And then eventually I got the idea that I was writing all of my own material, and I wanted a band that was going to focus on that. And it was only natural for him to be a part of that group. So that's how he came into it. And then Breck, our drummer, I went to high school with, and he's actually our second drummer. So I knew him from high school, and I knew he was a drummer. And we were friends because I kind of gravitate towards other musicians anyways. So we were already friends before we were in a band together.
Okay, cool. Now, how long has your debut album been out?
It's been out almost a year. I think we put it out last October. We had a CD release party at the Hard Rock Cafe where we did, we played a lot of tracks from it, and we had a string section come out to do some of the tracks. And that was the official release date of it being out on iTunes, Amazon, Rhapsody, and in actual tangible form. So it's been almost a year now this October.
Yeah, how's the sales been on those?
It's been really good. I mean, every show we do, we seem to have people buying it, and then we always get really good responses. We just played at the Arts Beats and Eats Festival, which you were actually there, in Royal Oak, and we sold out of the stock that we had brought with us of CDs that day, so that was really good. And it just, people seeing us, like when you said we did that Fox 2 thing on TV, people who would have never heard of us before heard of us, and then we saw a huge peak in online sales right during that time. So we can't complain at all. I mean, in a day where they say music sales are going down, things are going really well for us.
Yeah, that's actually where I discovered you guys was on that show. I was tuned in watching, and you guys came on, and I says, wow, these guys are good. So I checked you out and liked what I heard, and started following you, and now I get to feature you on the Motor City Music Cafe, which is a great thing. Now,
We appreciate
you got any new music that you're working on currently?
Yeah, we're actually in the process of doing some demos we want to get back in the studio hopefully this winter to record our second album. But right now we've I've been writing a lot of songs. I mean, songs from before the first album and during, the course of it being out. So there's a lot of songs that we've got. We do some of them in the live show. If you come to the live show, you'll hear some stuff that isn't on the CD that'll probably be on the next one. But right now we're kind of going through the demos and picking what we want to put on there and getting stuff kind of ready and prepared.
Hey, Jonathan, I got a question for you from one of the listeners.
Sure.
Okay, she wants to know if maybe you guys are going to be coming into the Milwaukee area, maybe for Summerfest next year.
It's definitely possible. We're now at this point kind of looking at starting to branch out from the Detroit area, and I know there's been talk of like a Canadian tour, and there's definitely talk of hitting the Midwest area, so Milwaukee is definitely an area we'd like to hit.
Well, what about Ohio?
Same deal with Ohio. We don't really have any specific itinerary at this point, but we're definitely looking at hitting all the major areas in the Midwest, hopefully extremely soon, maybe even next summer.
Well, you know the Hookah Fest happens out here around August every year.
All right.
And it's a pretty big deal. They usually have about 15,000 people.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we like playing those festivals, those outdoor festivals, because you get a different crowd than if you just kind of tour around and hit a lot of small clubs. You know, you get a lot more variety of people that will come to an outdoor festival. So we love doing those. It gets your music to people who would probably never hear of you otherwise.
Ah, very cool. Well, we're going to play one of your songs real quick,
Sure.
and then we'll be back to hear what you have to sing for us. How's
Great.
that?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Well, just so all of you know out there, you can, if you want to download our stuff, you can go to thewallclocksband.com, and there are links to go on iTunes, Rhapsody, Amazon, any of those sites to download our album. Or you can just search on any of those sites alone. If you search The Wall Clocks, you can buy individual tracks or the entire album if it's something that you're into.
Well, hey, you think you're going to be able to maybe get us some autographed CDs that we can give away to the listeners?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, I got a question for you, Jonathan.
Sure.
Now, the Wall Clocks have a distinct style, kind of a edgy rock type alternative. What are some of your influences in your music?
Definitely a lot of stuff from the 60s is stuff that I'm influenced by. It's more, you know, what I listen to, but a lot of stuff from today as well. Definitely the Beatles were the first band that really triggered my obsession with music in general, and then, you know, lots of other 60s stuff like Led Zeppelin, The Doors, The Stones, The Who, all of the stuff like that, and even, you know, Tom Petty and newer stuff like Oasis, Jet, The White Stripes, Racon's Hers. It's really a wide variety of things, but a lot of it tends to have its roots in like the 60s, but with definitely a modern feel on it, because, I mean, we're all here today, you know, we're not sitting around pretending it's the 60s.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was one of the things that I noticed about your music, that it had a classic rock feel to it, and that, but it was like it was updated.
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily feel that that music is stuck back in that time. I mean, it's, when I think of rock and roll music, I just think of it as that genre, regardless of what time it's from. So any rock band that I hear that's playing that sort of music, I don't really pigeonhole them in like a 60s thing or a retro thing. It just, that's what that music is to me, and that's the music we play.